Good afternoon, cross-country fans, and welcome to the Running of the Shoe, the Chatfield Invitational that combines the top 5 times for the boys and the top 5 times for the girls. Individually, we're looking at Abby Orbis, a top 10-11 runner out of the Stewartville team, and she has been ranked now for the past 2-3 weeks. She'll be going up against some very competitive runners from Lanesboro Fillmore Central, including Kiera Olson. Lanesboro Fillmore Central as a team, although this isn't scored the same way, but as a team, Lanesboro Fillmore Central is ranked 4th in the state. Stewartville is ranked 6th. At the St. Charles meet last week, Lanesboro Fillmore Central defeated the Stewartville team like 34-60. So this should be a very competitive race. In addition, Chatfield will be looking at Isabel Berg, an up-and-coming 8th grader. Goodhue is here, Hayfield, Rochester Homeschool, Wabasha Kellogg, Blooming Prairie, Pine Island, and Schaefer Academy. It should be a very competitive race, and we're looking forward to watching the matchup between Lanesboro Fillmore Central and Stewartville. We'll be back with the girls' 5,000-meter race in just a little bit. Here we are for the start of the Running of the Shoe here in Chatfield, and making a kick start out there is the gal from Lanesboro Fillmore Central, Kiera Olson, and she's going out in a flash as we get the start of this race going. We'll pick them up over at about 1,000 meters, but this is the Running of the Shoe, and Kiera Olson wants to get out and go fast. We are back, and we're getting our first look at, and it looks to me like Abby Orvis of Stewartville has taken the lead. She is the 10th or 11th ranked runner in the state of Minnesota individually. As a team, her team, Stewartville, is ranked 6th. Lanesboro Fillmore Central will pack it out. That is Abby Orvis of Stewartville, and she is being followed by Kiera Olson of Lanesboro Fillmore Central. Right behind her is another Fillmore Central runner. That's Leah Ruin. So the 2 seniors are running, and there's Arndt for Lanesboro Fillmore Central, Stewartville, and there is, I believe that's Emily Snyder for Lanesboro Fillmore Central, and Bailey Ruin for Lanesboro Fillmore Central. And the next runner for Lanesboro Fillmore Central, probably Ashley Miner or Katie Princeton. Junior varsity and varsity running together. The one thing about Lanesboro Fillmore Central, excellent team. There comes Isabel Berg, the first Chatfield runner. She is only an 8th grader. She is going to be a good runner. Here comes Pine Island's runner, Jocasta. Alyssa Rauch, Stewartville. Another Rochester Homeschool, Chatfield, Stephanie Brott for the Gophers. They are young. Here comes Chatfield. That is Kayla Gomez. Gomez has been hurt for a couple weeks and is just getting back into the flow. We'll take a break, and we'll catch them in about another minute and a half. We are back. You have a watch going, Steve? You have a watch going? 12:10 right now? Here we are back. We're at 12 minutes and 10 seconds, according to Steve Isle. Steve is the father of Alec Isle, who will be running in the boys and has some dealings up there. Abby Orvis from Stewartville is leading again, and she is over the hill. And we haven't seen any other runners coming across yet, so So she has at least a 25, 30-second head start on everybody else. Yeah. Well, she is ranked, Mr. Manahan, in the state individually, and if you start getting ranked, that means you're pretty good. Here comes the next group, and I don't see any orange in running two, but this is a whole pack of runners coming now as they're coming down the hill. See a couple blue, and that could be, we'll catch some numbers. As far as, can you see any numbers on there, Craig, as to what numbers we've got here?
Well, that's 56.73.
56.
No, 55.73.
55.73. That would be Madeline Perry.
And a 54.96 in the orange.
Rochester Homeschool. Rochester Homeschool with two, and then another Stewartville, and then three Lanesboro, Fillmore Central, and then another Stewartville. So Stewartville starting to pack it in addition to. Here comes Pine Islands, 55.30. That would be Jocelyn Lindahl from Pine Island. 55.08 is Emily Snyder of Lanesboro, Fillmore Central. Another Pine Island runner, 27. That would be Jocasta Adelsman. 54, Blooming Prairie, and I didn't get any numbers. 05, that's Bailey Ruin from Lanesboro, Fillmore Central, and Isabel Berg there for the Chatfield Gophers just went by. Another Stewartville runner, and then a couple Lanesboro, Fillmore Central, Wabasha Kellogg. 56 for Wabasha Kellogg. That would be Ashley Haxton, 55.07. That's a junior varsity runner for the Lanesboro Fillmore Central. We'll catch them coming into the home stretch. We are back, and coming up the home stretch to head down into the chute is Abby Orvis of Stewartville. And she is at least a minute ahead of everybody else in this field. And we're talking about two state contenders here in Lanesboro, Fillmore Central, and Stewartville. And Abby Orvis is just out. She is all by herself. Running second, it looks like this could be Madeline Perry of the Rochester Homeschool coming up. And like I say, she is a long ways behind. Orvis has crossed the line. She broke 20 minutes, I believe. It looks like she broke 20 minutes. And Craig, if you can see a number, 55.73 is what we're looking for. Yeah, Madeline Perry, 55.73, and she is running too. She's from Rochester Homeschool. And then coming in, it looks like another. That's another Stewartville runner, and that would probably be Pedelty, 56.27, and then Homeschool, Rochester Homeschool, and then Homeschool, and then another Stewartville, and then one of the Ruin girls, and then Arndt. Individually, the Rochester Homeschool girl is moving into second place. Stewartville is going to go 3-4, it looks like. Lanesboro Fillmore Central is going to go 5-6. And here's Kiara Olson and then Emily Snyder. So Lanesboro Fillmore Central has 4 runners in, and then a Pine Island runner coming in next. I don't see another Stewartville runner at this time, so team-wise, but we got to keep in mind this is not the old traditional point system. This is going to be timed. That's Isabel Berg running a very fine race, and she has been doing a great job all year. She is just an 8th grader for the Chatfield team, and Coach Fry is very optimistic about the future for this young Chatfield team. Isabel Berg is one of them, and they're doing a great job. Have been running a little bit short-handed this year due to injuries, but we did see Carla Gomez back in the race this year. There's another Lanesboro Fillmore Central runner out sprinting the gal from Stewartville. And there's a Wabasha Kellogg. Wabasha Kellogg, that could be Ashley Haxton of Wabasha Kellogg. And then another homeschool, Lanesboro Fillmore Central. So we'll take a break. Our next little segment will probably be with Abby Orvis, the individual champion. Welcome back to Chatfield Golf Course, and we have the winner of the race with us, Abby Orvis. And Abby, a repeat winner.
Yes, yes. After last year, came back and.
Well, last year you had to run for the JV because you transferred in. Actually, you lived in Stewartville, but you had opened enrolled to Schaefer. Is that what it was?
No, I live in Rochester, and I opened enrolled to Stewartville.
Oh.
And because I did not move to Stewartville, I was ineligible.
There you go. But you ran the JV and you won the race.
I did,
right?
And that is correct.
Now, this year you're legal.
Right. I'm fully eligible and so excited to be able to count for my team.
There you go. Well, what do you think of this course anyway?
Looking on my last 3 years, this is probably one of my favorites. I really enjoy this with the hills and all. And, Death Valley's a little intimidating, but I like a challenge, and it's fun for me.
Now you got a little mud on you. Was that from Death Valley down there?
Yes, it was. I stumbled a little bit down there and splashed it up a little bit, but, what's a cross-country race without a little mud?
Well, this is your junior year this year. Now, as a freshman, how were you doing? Did you place, go to the state or whatever?
I placed, I think, 21st at sections. So I was kind of, I don't know. It was my first year out and just kind of get the hang of it. And I think really after switching schools, I was able to be part of a real, like a full team. And so that just, I love the team. And that's...
Well, individually, you kind of have a target on your back now. You're probably the number one runner down here in Southeast. How does that feel?
Well, I try not to think about it. I just, this year I've been trying to smile as much as I can in my races, and it just makes it so much more fun, and I love it. So that's what I try to think
Well,
about.
Abby, congratulations on win number 2. We're looking forward to the section meet. Good luck in that.
Thank you.
All right, Abby Orvis, the 2016 individual champion here at the Shoe in Chatfield. Welcome back to the Chatfield Golf Course and the running of the Shoe. The boys race is coming up. Individually, we're looking at some very competitive runners, and probably the top runner here is Caleb Jones and Josiah Ide out of the Rochester homeschool. Alec Isle out of Blooming Prairie is also one of the top runners down here in southeast Minnesota, along with Nick Meyer, and we can't count out Dylan Nolan out of Chatfield. Chatfield has some very good young runners, again, in addition to Nolan, Brady Woltz, Bennett Gatke, Cody Gunther, Henry Gatke, Caden Hill, and Isaac Miron. So Chatfield looking to bunch their runners together. Individually, like I said, it's going to be probably up to 4 runners, Ide, Jones, Meyer, and Isle here at the running of the shoe. We'll have the champion after the race, and then Josh Gerber with Wyzetta Results told us he'll get us the overall results a little bit early. We'll sneak off, be in the backwoods, and give you the results here on the CCTV. Welcome back to Chatfield here at the Chatfield Country Club as we get ready for the start of the boys race. Jeff DeBoer giving the instructions to all of the runners. As we said, we'll be following the runners probably at about 1,500 meters and 2,500 meters, and we'll be looking for Josiah Ide, Caleb Jones out of Rochester Homeschool, Nick Meyer out of Wabasha Kellogg, and Alec Isle out of Blooming Prairie. 3 individuals that are going to be up near the top as DeBoer gets ready to shoot the gun here at the running of the shoe in Chatfield. I'm going to start my stopwatch this time so I can kind of figure out where these guys are at. And right off the bat, Caleb Olson of Lanesboro, Casey Olson of Lanesboro Fillmore Central out and running. Chatfield and all their runners running the JV together, and a good contingent of runners for the Chatfield boys this year as they get going and head down. Casey Olson, Lanesboro Fillmore Central, out in front. We'll see how long that lasts. He is the top runner for the LFC cross-country team. And we'll check everybody out at about 1,500 meters. Welcome back to the shoe here. It looks like Nick Meyer of Wabasha Kellogg is leading the pack here in this meet. That is Nick Meyer, Wabasha Kellogg. And it looks like Blooming Prairie, that would be Alex Isle running number 2. We'll check it out and check the numbers. 54:19. Yeah, that's Alec Isle running in second place. Pine Island's top runner, Jack Williams, running 3. And then we have Josiah Ide and Caleb Jones. And there is Casey Olson doing a very good job for Lanesboro Fillmore Central. He is the brother of Kiera Olson. Looking for Chatfield's first runner, and here he comes. This is Dylan Nolan of Chatfield. He's running at about 15th right now. Dylan is a very good runner, and I believe just a junior as the runners pass. We are at 6:28, so we've probably done the equivalent of a mile. Chatfield having some of their runners, and here comes, I believe this is Cody Gunther running, 54:44. Bennett Getke went by also, and here comes a whole host of Chatfield runners. Some of the JV, there's another, that's Henry Gatke there, and Caden Hill. We'll check them out here as they come through at probably about 2,500 meters. Chatfield has a very good, strong, number-wise, strong contingent of runners in this running of the shoe here at the Chatfield Country Club. We are back time-wise. We are at 10 minutes and 52 seconds, so we're about 2/3 of the way through the race. They're gonna go through this race at about 16 minutes, and it looks like Nick Meyer of Wabasha Kellogg is still leading here. The gap has closed slightly, and And as far as running in second place, it looks like we could have Blooming Prairie and Rochester Homeschool running 2, 3, and 4. But Nick Meyer of Wabasha Kellogg, about 2/3 of the way through, is at 11:30. Running next is 55, 95, 85. That would be Josiah Ide, and then Caleb Jones, and then Alec Isle, and Jack Williams out of Pine Island. Stewartville's top runner, I think it's Brandon Hulschlag. Here comes another Blooming Prairie runner. Yeah, that would be Elijah Baker of Blooming Prairie, and he's running in 6th place. Another Stewartville runner coming up here, and probably the number 2 runner, probably Isaiah Scruggs. That would be Isaiah Scruggs running for Stewartville. Here comes Casey Olson of Lanesboro, Fillmore Central, Pine Island. We could be looking at Garrett Bates, 48. That would be Logan Meyer. There's Dylan Nolan of Chatfield running probably about 14th or 15th. Blooming Prairie, Pine Island. This race, as far as individuals, looks like Nick Meyer is still leading. But you never know because it's timed. We don't get individual places the way it used to. We're going to combine the top 5 times for the gals and the top 5 times for the guys. And then your champion is 42 for Chatfield is Bennett Gatke. Bennett Gatke is running 2, and here comes another Chatfield runner. 54, 50. Oh, that's Brady Waltz. And all these kids are coming through with mud all over their down there in Death Valley, Abby said. So let's take a break. We'll check the final run coming up here at the Shoe in Chatfield. Welcome back. We're coming down the home stretch, and boy, you're going to make a liar out of me. I didn't think Nick Meyer would hang on, but it looks like he is going to get it. He's going to have a downhill run. The last 150 meters is all downhill, and Nick Meyer is looking to win this. Running in second place is Josiah Ide out of the Rochester Homeschool. Nick Meyer of Wabasha Kellogg is going to be the individual. They're not going to have a team score because there's only 4 runners there, but that's Josiah Ide. Running in third place is Caleb Jones. He's also out of the Rochester Homeschool. And then Alec Isle out of Blooming Prairie. So the top 4 that I figured. And who is that for Pine Island? Is that 55, 56? Okay, that's Jack Williams out of Pine Island. And then Stewartville should be 56-44. 56-51. Okay, that's Isaiah Scruggs then from Stewartville. He running the top 4 for him. And then Blooming Prairie's Elijah Baker is running next. And then we've got a long break. Dylan Nolan of Chatfield was running as the Gophers' top runner. He was running in about the top 15. And here comes, this is Holschlag, I believe. This should be 56-44. Oh, this is Scruggs. So I think maybe that would have been, that might have been Holschlag going before. This is Scruggs here. Yeah. And here comes, is this Dylan Nolan? Nolan is going to finish in the top 10. He has really made a great run. And Dylan Nolan of Chatfield probably having his best race of the season thus far, and it's all downhill, and he's got quite a kick. Dylan Nolan is going to cross the finish line in about 19:10. Approximately, so a great race for Nolan. There's Casey Olson of Lanesboro, Fillmore Central, and a couple Pine Island guys. We're going to run down Nick Meyer, the individual winner, and then we'll have a few minutes wait, and when everybody's done, Josh Gerber is going to get us the results. We're going to sneak off to a corner and give you those results prior to any performance at the award stand. So Nick Meyer is your individual winner of the shoe team champion, and interview with the winner coming up in just a little bit. We are back, and we have the individual winner, Nick Meyer from Wabasha Kellogg. This is the year of the repeats, I guess.
Yep.
You won it here last year. Course a little bit different this year?
Yeah, it was a lot harder.
And what made it harder?
There was a swamp down there and a whole bunch of mud.
Yeah, you didn't fall, did you?
Nope, pretty close though.
What is it now, repeating as the individual champion, what is it about this course that you like? Because you must like it.
Yeah, I mean, the hills, I like the hills. I mean, they're hard, but I like them.
Do you gain ground with everybody else on the hills?
Sometimes, typically.
You made a liar out of me, Nick. I said over on the other side at about 1,500 that I thought Ide or Jones was going to catch you. Did you have them in the back of your mind someplace?
Oh yeah, I was nervous.
You were nervous.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, we want to congratulate you on a second win. Good luck at the section tournament, and we'll see you back here next year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Nick Meyer, Wabasha Kellogg, repeat champion here at the Shoe in Chatfield. Here we are with the final results in the running of the Shoe, the Chatfield Invitational here at Chosen Valley Country Club in Chatfield. Your winning time, or your winning team, was Rochester Area Homeschool. They had a combined time of 2:05:21.8. That's 205 minutes. Joshua Ide, Caleb Jones were their top two guys. Stewartville finished second in the race. Pine Island was third. Chatfield as a team was fourth. Dylan Nolan was the top guy. Bennett Gatke, Brady Woltz, Isaac Mirren, Caden Hill, and then Isabel Berg, Stephanie Brott, Beatrice Martin, Caitlin Dornick, and Carla Gomez. Fifth place went to Lanesboro Fillmore Central. Sixth place went to Blooming Prairie, and seventh place as a team went to Goodhue. So that's going to do it for us here. The Chatfield Gophers finished fourth in the running of the Shoe this year. Your winning team was Rochester Area Homeschool. Hope everybody had a great time. A little windy here, but we enjoyed it. For Craig Manahan, Bill Benson, Chatfield CCTV.